Hey guys, welcome to Blake's Reacts, where today I'll be reacting to this YouTuber called Drew Durnil. This is my first time ever reacting to him with you guys. I've watched his videos before, but this is my first time doing a reaction with one of his videos. This is a new video. I have not seen this video. The only winners if World War III happens. Let's watch it.
Netherlands ball and Switzerland are here. And it feels like these two have been among the most requested forever now. Two somewhat medium countries in Europe with so much fame. It's actually a little bit weird that my country ball universe hadn't had these yet. Oh, that was embarrassing. I actually kind of have a funny story with the Netherlands ball here, and part of the reason why it took so long. I would have released this months ago, but I had realized I accidentally made a Luxembourg ball instead. I felt like something that was off, but I actually didn't realize it until like days beforehand. I had accidentally created a Luxembourg ball unintentionally. You gotta be real careful with those tones of blue. So I kind of wonder if you keep the Dutch ball for long enough and the colors fade, if it'll like magically evolve into a Luxembourg ball. Maybe if you just wash it enough times, it'll evolve to this. I hope to one day bring a Luxembourg country ball to life, just not like this. I think it needs to be way smaller though. You know where to go using that first link in the description down below to makeship.com. You can reserve yours today. Drugs are many bad, Switzerland. Do not see brings them to the school. Oh yeah? What are you going to do about it? Now you're in serious trouble, young man. Well, Ike is telling your mother. Das ist was bringing drugs to school. You just wait till we get in home. I'm gonna lower your agricultural support. I just love it to be grown up and independent.
Oh, I guess Switzerland can do whatever they want. Especially because they don't need to listen to EU money. Switzerland is, of course, neutral from that as well.
It's really fascinating to see massive memes just completely disappear from the country ball universe. For years there, the Netherlands were always portrayed as, well, you know, having the light red eyes and, like, with that kind of. But as more and more countries legalize cannabis, those memes are just dead now. The Netherlands was just like the first place to do it, but now recently even Germany did it, apparently Luxembourg as well.
Do you know, I try to be good play. I always try to stay calm, means I mind my own business. However, I am conflicted. I urge of doing's wrong simple because I can. And sometimes Das Curse wins. Swiss, you's okay. This fourth time accidentally fade this month.
Is Switzerland okay? Are they not going to be neutral?
Switzerland, the most neutral country on Earth, does oftentimes invade their neighbor. It might or might not be accidentally, though.
How the Swiss army attacked Liechtenstein 3 times by mistake.
It's actually more than 3 times if you include the...
3 times, Switzerland, you invaded Liechtenstein.
The entire Swiss military.
Reportedly, in 1976,
75 Swiss army men took the wrong turn. They ended up 500 meters into Liechtenstein, in which the citizens there reportedly offered them drinks. Kind of funny, you could just take a wrong turn and end up in one of the smallest countries on Earth. I mean, I know the Swiss border this microstate, but this is happening a little bit too often. It's almost like they're testing the waters a bit. Indonesia observing Vietnam. Parlez con la France. Quebec.
Indonesia observing Brazil and East Timor.
Learn true Portuguese, and you'll be speaking like sexy Brazil.
Okay, Indonesia now looking at the Philippines.
Uno, que, dos, que, tres, que. Everything's working.
Indonesia now looking at Thailand.
3 countries only, baby. What's 555? Isn't this how Thailand laughs? Oh wow, I actually can't believe I remember that.
Especially since a country like China also uses 5 numbers.
Indonesia now looking at Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei. The property of the Queen. Language of unity, hip hop, tip top.
So international, so American.
Meanwhile, in Indonesia themselves, I korn, I nuka, I ukaan, I blub, hort. What? More Dutch words.
Dutch 101!
And the Netherlands don't seem too happy to have to learn this one.
This is a really good comic. There's a lot of things going on here.
Indonesia was formerly known as the Dutch East Indies because these islands were colonized by the Netherlands, which means, yes, they were forced to learn Dutch. Talk about a possible challenge.
But funny enough, this report says there's only around 2,000 speakers of Dutch as a second language in Indonesia.
Indonesia, I might add, is a nation with over 275 million people living in it. Yeah, safe to say they weren't really a fan of this language.
But before that,
that, I loved how geographically accurate all this other stuff was. Indonesia is located next to a lot of other places, and a lot of other places that were also colonized by different European powers. Of course, the French got to Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. The Spanish Empire at one point got to the Philippines. The British had what was known as British Malay, with Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei. This focuses mainly on Brazil, but as you can see, there's a tiny nation known as East Timor, which actually borders Indonesia directly by land. They, just like Brazil, were also colonized by the Portuguese. But yeah, just like Indonesia, there's only a reported 3,000 Portuguese speakers there. Finally, there's this Thailand joke, which Thailand is one of the only places on Earth that was never colonized by a European power. That's what the sign says, free countries only. Lol, this region has had quite the history, especially when it comes to empires and things like that. But yeah, with all that said, Indonesia and the Netherlands are still connected to this day, especially looking at the amount of people living currently in the Netherlands that have ancestry from Indonesia. Oh boy. Looks like this place has got himself quite the pickle. Looks pretty poopy over there. Better lying low for a while, says Switzerland.
Hey, Teddy. Sweetie.
Is Switzerland the only country
my Old Spice antiperspirant.
Is the only country left now?
Finish. I see the winner is Switzerland. The benefits of
Why should
always
I have a
being usual.
country?
They're playing the long game, so they always come out on top. If they just don't pick a side, then both sides will oof each other. That's a great strategy. And they've been doing this for like 200 years, still to this day. Their ears are being like, I don't hear anything. It's actually really smart. Especially because they try their best to not make anyone mad. Well, I guess of course Liechtenstein sometimes. Oh, there was that one time they also made Gaddafi of Libya really upset. As long as they don't keep doing that, no one will make this suggestion anymore. It's probably the most controversy this nation's gotten into in the last like 12 years.
Want you two more clay?
I see the Swiss has our people.
Swiss is always neutral. We split them between us. Ask Italy. Oh no, they've done it. Oh no, wait.
I forgot about Romansh. The nation of Switzerland can definitely be seen as this Frankenstein country. It's like a weird melting pot between Italy, Germany, and France. Actually, for that reason, I think it's a really interesting country to visit. You got the German side with Zurich, and then the French side with Geneva. The Italians down here next to Italy. But then there's also Romansh, which is only spoken in a couple cantons this way. It is actually an official language, but it's spoken by a minority. I wonder what that even sounds like.
Picchio Peccide con la flazza dall'alto con le durezze con
I don't even know what that even sounds like. Like a weird mixture between German and Italian or something. Funny place. The Swiss divided by so many things, but united by their mountains and their love of money, I think.
Hello, Switzerland.
I'd like to make a deposit, says Germany at this bank. Looking around to check who's behind them.
My deposit is gonna be 200,000 euros. Oh, sorry, 2 million euros.
You can talk normal. Poverty is no shame here in Switzerland. Of course. Germany was doing this, I think, because they were about to deposit what they thought is a lot of money. But of course, that's not a lot of money according to the Swiss. And Swiss banks are just so powerful. Oh, the Netherlands just chilling.
Blitzkrieg. What happened?
Damn,
UK and
Switzerland
France
is
watching below, getting blasted like Team Rocket.
Oof, eh? Ask Canada. Netherlands, what happened to you? Are you okay? No, German has kicked me. Canada, what is you doing? You is alright. I'll be right back. Okay.
Cut to the Netherlands, 1944.
Please, no Germans around. How dare you kick out the Netherlands?
Oh, they're out of here.
This is never mess with Canada. This is why.
Never see the light of their worshiping. Take each other. My friend.
Seconds later, I'm back. You can go back to your home now. Kids actually say
I like how Canada plays it off as casual.
it just ends, but I imagine that's probably what he said. So obviously in World War II, the Netherlands were momentarily kicked out of continental Europe. Famously, the Nazis went around the French's Maginot Line by attacking the lowlands, taking out the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg pretty easily. And you've probably heard about the French government in exile, but there was also the Dutch. They too were doing stuff during German occupation of their lands. To safeguard secession, Princess Julia, the heir to the throne, was sent to Canada. Could possibly have been more of the Dutch royal family, but at least her. But yeah, clearly the Canadians did not enjoy the Germans bullying their friends, just because the Canadians were a big factor in helping defeating the Germans, especially in the Western Front. Look at this fancy restaurant.
What do you want, teams? Asked the Philippines. 1 roasted chicken. And I will be taking a side of... What? OMG, countries known for knives, chocolates, and neutrality declares alliance. The country tabloid, still neutral, stop following me, stop believing rumors. World news, neutrality's dead, Switzerland took a side. Former neutral country Switzerland took a side last week in the same restaurant in the EU. Patrons of the restaurant were aghast at what they heard from Switzerland was ordering roast chicken, declaring to take a side. How dare they? Wanted, toilet cleaner, please call. I want to freaking die, says Switzerland. I guess this is something the Swiss ball can never say, even if they are just a restaurant wanting a side of food. How have I never seen a joke like this before? I feel like I should have ran into this. What's up, Switzerland? Asks France. You cannot be neutral. Why? If you were really neutral, you'd have an equal sign on your flag, not a plus. But Switzerland asks France. Oh, it's over. They're forced to take a side again, or I guess they've been taking a side this whole time, at least the positive side. Is the equal sign really the symbol for neutral, though? I thought there was something else. I guess it depends on what context. At first I thought it was just one dash. That could be seen as, I don't know, a negative. Man, it's too confusing. Whatever. What happens? I was in the middle of World War III and I suddenly died. You bloody what? Oops, sorry, chap. Since everyone's appearing with halos, this must be the afterlife. Poland, you know, was dead, killed and all. Why do you always fight bang each other? I saw Mr. America throw a big rocket at TY. Oh, mother of all bombs. Oh, World War III just had the US nuke all of Europe, which sent everyone into the afterlife. Why were they fighting? Never mind, why are they not fighting? Wait, if America threw a big bomb at us, that should have killed everyone, and someone is missing. What's that? It looks like a bunker. A bunker with money. Wait a second. Oh, shit. Gold. Switzerland rule the world. Should have expected this to happen. Welcome to not Europe. Welcome to it's just now all Switzerland. The continent has been renamed. This is just the Swiss lake. This seems like just a funny, random, neutral comic, but I do think that if the apocalypse were to happen, like a zombie apocalypse or a nuclear apocalypse, the Swiss do have a pretty good chance of survival. We've got 9,000 public bunkers as well as 370,000 shelters that can accommodate 10 million people. This is a big reason why the Germans in World War II never did invade the Swiss. They wouldn't want to have to deal with all the Swiss mountain tunnels and the people living in them could just hide away in these like dwarves and come out at night if they wanted. I shall call you New Netherlands. Nope, chimes in the UK. That's gonna be New York. I shall call you Netherlands Ceylon. VOC. Nope, chimes in the UK again. That's Sri Lanka. I shall call you. Oh, I really don't have to pronounce that, but part of that VOC thing again. No, that's Cape Colony. Dumb Brit, bong, garbage, Anglo, stupid biscuit eater. Wait. I got it! Well, hello, America. Would you like to have the... Oh, is this the Dutch word for biscuit? Oh, it's a cookie, huh? Yes, because the British call their cookies biscuits.
Koekje.
Okay, close enough.
Koekje.
I can hear that. Oh, I think I know where this is going. Biscuit, 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 biscuit. Nuh-uh, America. This is a cookie. Or with the Dutch accent, biscuit, nee, cookie, cookie, nee, cookie. Oh, cookie. Close enough. It's funny because I'm pronouncing it like cookie, the English, American English version. Cookie, something like that. I hope the Dutch is saying close enough now to me. Cookie, cookie, cookie. Yeah, like that. Hello, Britain. Hey, Netherlands. No hard feelings that I took away all your colonial possessions, right? No, of course not. Splendid. Do. No, it's ruined. This is such a funny comic. I love this. It's true that a lot of the Dutch overseas territories were at some point taken by the British. Obviously not all, but a lot of it. Probably the most famous example, though, being New York itself. For fun fact, that is why still to this day the New York flag has the orange on it. The New York City flag, not the New York State. But also Sri Lanka and Cape Colony, for example. Always the dang British. Well, to be fair, the Netherlands did get to Brazil, but then they were also kicked out by the Portuguese. You know what? The British actually kicked them out from so many places. Yes, there is New York, and then the parts in South America. I also forgot about South Africa. Obviously, eventually, all of South Asia. Anyways, I guess this is how they got their revenge. By making sure the 13 colonies, or what would one day become America, calling this delicious treat a cookie instead of what the British call it, a biscuit. I always forget that too. Like when I was in London, I kept hearing about biscuits. I'm like, I don't want a biscuit right now. Like I'm trying to eat some chicken and gravy. Either like when I eat biscuits, it's only with that sort of food. Sorry, I forgot to mention these are biscuits according to Americans. These are cookies though. Wow, I wonder how it got here as kind of the Dutch pronunciation. There's got to be some interesting history behind that. Like I said, check out makeshift.com to reserve your Swiss ball or your Netherlands ball before they are gone forever. Get both to get a discount. Big thanks to my patrons this month.
Okay, so let's see our final thoughts. I thought this was pretty good, honestly. This was not a bad, I didn't pause as much like I normally would, and that is probably a good, thing, but yeah, anyways. Let me know if you want to see more of Drew Durnil down in the comments below. I'm trying to change things up a little bit, but yeah. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.